Want to let y'all know that the brand new Run It Back Philly shop merch is up. RunItBackPhillyShop.com. The brand new Trust Issues design. And this represents all of us, ladies and gentlemen, that have trusted the process and have been left with nothing but trust issues. I personally think the cream color is absolutely fire. And we threw it on some hoodies also. You know what I mean? It's hoodie season. Link is in the description. Get yourself some dope merch while supporting one of your favorite content creators.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Perfect. Give me my hat.
Run it back, Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros.
Run It Back Nation, what is good? It is your boy DJ Eastwood. Run It Back Philly. No frauds, no fanboys, no intros. Algo gang, do your thing, man. Give me 500 likes on the video. Put something in the comments. Turn your notification bell on. And if you watch these videos and you're not subscribed, that is just fraudulent behavior. So subscribe to the channel, man. It's the little red button down there, okay? Let's get into some stuff, man. We're getting closer to training camp. You know, Brian Windhorst puts out just a couple days ago that James Harden trade talks have ended, or the Clippers have ended James Harden trade talks. And then Dropping Dimes 20, who I believe with my life, I'm willing to put my life in his hands, says the infamous Windy be capping phrase. Windy be capping, okay? So it comes out, you know, just late last night or this morning that trade talks between a bunch of teams are actually heating up. Okay, and there's a couple of them that we have to talk about. Now, I've been saying for a while that the only real way James Harden is going to end up in LA is a multiple team trade. And the reason for that is, first of all, the Clippers aren't willing to give us what we want for James Harden, or what Daryl Morey feels like James Harden is at least worth at this point in his career. They won't even give up Terrence Mann. You know, then you also have the Damian Lillard situation. He wants to be in Miami. He's kind of threatening that he's not going to play for another team. So the Portland Trailblazers are in a certain situation there also. And I think all of these things can get done with a multiple team trade. Then it comes out last night that the Indiana Pacers are trying to shop Buddy Hield. So when it comes out that the Pacers are trying to shop Buddy Hield, Sixers fans immediately start to go nuts on the internet, acting like Buddy Hield is Klay Thompson. All right? Here's the first thing I want to say. I think you guys are way too high on Buddy Hield. I think you guys are way too high on Buddy Hield. I want to let you know that you could get probably exactly what Buddy Hield gives you and doesn't give you from Danny Green. I'm not trying to trash Buddy Hield. What I'm saying is, the Pacers want to trade him for a reason. He's a high-volume shooter. He's not a very high percentage high-volume shooter. Yes, he's a movement shooter. Yes, he's a move around and catch the ball, catch and shoot guy. And the Sixers, do we lack that at this point? You know what I mean? Another guy that I can say gives you exactly what Buddy Hield gives you is DeAnthony Melton, who was also a 40% three-point shooter last year, but it gives you rebounding and defense. I'm just saying Buddy Hield is a pure shot chucker, and I don't know if that's what the Sixers lack right now. I think people are way too high on Buddy Hield. I think they're overrating the hell out of him. Also, the Pacers want to trade him. The Philadelphia 76ers have nothing to trade, and I don't know at this point who's going to really give up much for Buddy Hield anyway. Because, again, shot chucker. That's it. Not really a drive to the basket guy. Not really a pass the ball guy. Not a defender. You know, it's not that valuable in the NBA anymore. You can find any kid out of the draft. Isaiah Joe is better than Buddy Hield. Isaiah Joe is better than Buddy Hield. He's gone, yeah, because Doc Rivers is an evil serpent. But what I'm saying is you can find any kid out of the draft that can just catch and chuck shots at mid 30% and do nothing else. So that's number one. I think you guys are way too high on Buddy Hield. Okay. I'm sorry. If you disagree with that, go ahead, throw it in the comments. All right. Also, the Pacers want to trade him. The Sixers don't have anything to give up, and I don't know who's going to give up much for Buddy Hield right now. Anyway, what the Sixers are lacking, in my personal opinion, still is not Buddy Hield, is not a high-volume shot chucker who can't do anything else. What the Sixers are lacking and have been lacking for a very long time are 3-and-D wings. I mean, we've been lacking a 3-and-D wing since we almost had Mikal Bridges on the roster. Kelly Oubre kind of checks one of those boxes. He's a firecracker who's just going to let it fly and is going to, drop 30 off the bench and then drop 0. I wouldn't say Kelly Oubre is like uber reliable. I like him. I'm glad we have him because we don't have anybody else, and I feel like he's a Jalen McDaniels upgrade, a slight Jalen McDaniels upgrade. Athleticism, cutting ability, finishing at the rim. Doesn't shoot well, but will let it fly. The Sixers are lacking a true 3-and-D wing. Like if Danny Green right now was 28, that's what the Sixers really, really, really need right now. Not a player like Buddy Hield. I'm sorry, that's just kind of where I am with it. If a major blockbuster trade does go down and the Sixers finally move James Harden and the Portland Trailblazers finally move Damian Lillard and the Pacers end up moving Buddy Hield and in some kind of 4-team blockbuster, maybe 5-team, I don't know, Buddy Hield ends up in Philadelphia, I'm not going to complain about it. I'll take Buddy Hield. You know what I'm saying? I'll take him. I'll take him. I think there's always a guy like Buddy Hield can always be used on an NBA team, is what I'm saying. I wouldn't want to see him play high minutes, but when he's making shots, you could throw him out there. I guess you could compare Buddy Hield. Is he better or worse than George Niang? You know what I mean? Better at moving without the ball than George Niang, but George is a better shooter, and neither of them give you defense or rebounding. So what I'm saying is you can use Buddy Hield. I wouldn't want to see him play high minutes. I know Nick Nurse is going to go here and go there and play guys and not play guys. And if you end up with a Buddy Hield and he's hot one night, yeah, let him be out there and chucking. But if he's 0 for 5 in the first half, don't put him back on the floor. There's that also. You know what I mean? I'm not anti-Buddy Hield. I just think people are way too high on Buddy Hield right now. Now let's get to the real meat and potatoes. All right. Shout out to Sixers Galaxy. I actually enjoy this Twitter page. And yeah, it's still the offseason. We're still kind of just making shit up, talking about things that somebody else made up. All right. The Sixers are among multiple teams who have been described as very active in the trade market. Flex from Jersey reports. Flex from Jersey, co-host insider of the Phoenix Suns, Phoenix Sports, the Coast to Coast podcast, 98.7. So a Suns insider reporter says that the Sixers are among multiple teams who have been very active in the trade market, which means windy indeed do be capping. Talks are heating up around the league. Portland, Miami, Philadelphia, Chicago, and Toronto all very active right now. We didn't even talk about Chicago or Toronto. And, there's a lot of DeMar DeRozan rumors floating around, a guy who I also don't want because he's not a three-point shooter. Interesting because one of the first replies here is stop posting these shit sources. And Philly Sixers Galaxy says, oddly enough, Suns reporters normally have a good feel for the league and what's going on. So yes, this source isn't well known, but I trust him enough to post his report. I don't know, bro. Flex from Jersey does. But either way, here's what I want to say to you guys, okay? I believe, this is my personal opinion, I believe that all of these NBA teams are, in fact, capping, okay? They're all trying to play hardball. They're all trying to sit back and say, fine, we just won't trade them. But at the end of the day, nobody, no NBA franchise wants to start a season in total dysfunction. None. Yeah, they're going to wait till the last second to throw a roster together, and then, you got to jump into training camp and try to... That's not the best scenario. That's not the best situation to have to do that. But what I think, in my personal opinion, is these teams are going to wait till the last minute to get the absolute best offer, and then they're going to pull the trigger. No NBA franchise wants to go into a brand new season in total dysfunction. The main reason no NBA franchise wants to do that is because it's a business. And who, ladies and gentlemen, who is paying the bills? The answer to that question is season ticket holders. And trust me, I've purchased season tickets before years ago, and I've almost purchased them a couple years ago. Also, a couple years after that, still several years ago before I started doing YouTube and streaming games and things. And these motherfuckers will call you every day. They will call you every day. You could be at a funeral. They'll call you. And they'll say, hey, you still want to re-up on those season tickets? You want to change your mind? You want to change your mind? You want to re-up on those season tickets? They're like car salesmen. Okay? And guess what? If the team is in total dysfunction and everybody knows it and the fans are out or the fans have big question marks or the fans are not very excited for the upcoming season because of said dysfunction, the people on the other end of that call are saying this: fuck no, stop calling me, fuck the Sixers, I'm at, you know what I mean? That's what's happening. This is a business. So here's what's going to happen. The Sixers, the Portland Trailblazers, and a couple other teams are about to pull the trigger this week or next week because you need something to sell to the fans to get them to say yes on the other side of that phone line. It just is what it is. No business is going into an upcoming sales season in total dysfunction. We've done it before. Daryl Morey's done it before. But, you know, the Sixers fans kind of had some a little more patience at that time. The patience have run thin. He's not an idiot. He knows he has to pull the trigger. I would predict that James Harden, Damian Lillard, and others get traded within the next 2 weeks. That's all I want to say. I love you all. Hit the like button. Have a great day. Enjoy your day. You are wonderful. Do great things. Peace.